Hello, my water signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is for all my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisces. We're going to be focusing on the week between July 18th and July 25th. But of course, if you're coming across this reading outside of that time frame, the Creator, the Spirit, they're not bound by time or space. So if you were drawn here by your intuition, then I would trust it and listen to it because there's bound to be messages for you. But if you are listening to this between July 18th and July 25th, the big event I want to talk about this week, astrologically anyways, on July 23rd, we're going to have a full moon in Aquarius. And I love this Aquarius energy because the Aquarius energy is about this attraction, this strong concern for humanity, for community, for unity. And because of that, they have this ability to look for new ways of doing things, for communication, for interacting, and that spawns this objective view of others' views, of others' beliefs, of others' actions, and that allows for, this coming together. It doesn't mean they take on everyone else's views as their own, but allows them to go, oh, okay, well, you can do that. I'm not going to do that myself because this is what I believe, but you are able to believe that, and it allows this, feeling of community and unity to come. So I love that for this time frame. And then also a wonderful just observation around Aquarians is they are water bearers, of course. And so one of the gifts that the Aquarian energy brings us is the awareness of what we're truly thirsty for, because this vase is full of living waters that does quench our thirst, and that, of course, is the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. The external stuff, the waters that we are drinking that don't quench our thirst, I always say it's like American Chinese food. It's full of MSG. We eat from the outside world. It doesn't fulfill us. It actually even makes us thirstier, right? But this energy brings us this week the ability to connect to that, the living waters, the energy of unconditional love. Especially being water signs, I can almost guarantee you're going to feel it a week before and a week after, but it's a wonderful feeling because water signs, you get to feel things in a more exaggerated way anyway, and around a full moon, you get to feel it even more so. So I love this for you. We actually have, July, we have this full moon in Aquarius. August, we have a full moon in Aquarius. And then in September, I believe we have a full moon in Pisces. So because that's a water sign, you guys are going to feel that even more so. So the veil is very thin these next three months with connecting to the other side and feeling that unconditional love, hearing from what I call the whispers of love from the Creator, from Spirit, from your guardian angels and spirit guides, your ancestors, your loved ones on the other side, and any other of those vast group of beings of unconditional love and light. I do have some Unity readings out for August, which there'll be a playlist at the end of this video here. They're starting to come out. So some of them will be there. I'm kind of, just releasing a sign a day for a couple weeks. So just, can check that playlist out. And I also did put out a pick a card reading for the full moon in Aquarius for July 23rd. I already put it out like a week before that. So that will be available in a playlist for new and full moon readings as well at the end of this, if you so would like to peruse. All right, so let's check a look here, and we're going to pull a card here first from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. And so just to see what the Creator wants you to know, all you water signs, about this week coming up. Then, of course, we'll pull some other cards for some verification, validation, or confirmation. All right, Creator, what do you want water signs to know about their week coming up? Okay. And you got the Tiger, and you got Fire. So you got some energy coming of course. That's no surprise with the full moon. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Yeah, definitely. This is the week, like I said, with that, the veils being thin and with it being a full moon, with all this beautiful, loving energy of living waters coming in, you are going to be feeling a lot of invisible support. You know, you might even be hearing chanting, "We love you, we love you, we love you." Because they do. They're just going to be chanting and sending you love, love, love. So you're just going to be feeling this beautiful, beautiful presence from the other side. You know, like all those, that large group of invisible individuals of unconditional love and light are going to be there supporting you, loving you, talking to you, giving you signs, giving you messages, God winks, you know, all those types of things where synchronicities and validations everywhere. You're just going to be like, woohoo! So definitely a week of fire for you. And the energy that comes with this card is strength, will, stealth, invisibility, passion, sexuality, yin-yang or yin-yang, some people pronounce it different, balance, fluid movement, fiery devotion, solitary ambition, fierce, determined. So if you have tiger as your totem, know that you are accompanied by a fierce guardian. Solitary lords of the jungle, tigers are symbols for royalty, dominance, and passion. They are born helpless and blind and later develop heightened senses and inner sight to survive. I did not know that. Tiger people are naturally clairvoyant. That makes sense. They are aware of many unseen things and can sense the extraordinary opportunities around them. When you meet a tiger person, expect them to stare through you to your deepest soul. Tiger people need time alone to regenerate their tremendous energy. So if tiger is your totem, you need a lot of solitude. You're afraid of nothing and your determination is outstanding. You are a famous lover and your passions are intense. Do not exhaust yourself sprinting through life. It may be better for you to stalk your dreams steadily to conserve your power. Tiger medicine helps you to balance your dark and light stripes, your yin and your yang, your time in the world and your time alone, your fierceness and your gentleness, your aggression and your peace. Call upon Tiger to teach you to move tirelessly and steadily through life. Adventure, beauty, grace, passion, and power are natural to the one who has Tiger as the totem. Excellent. And these cards do come with like 4 questions or statements that you can kind of contemplate throughout the month if they resonate with you. There are 4. The first one is, are you tired from rushing around? Rest. Number 2, have your passions gotten the better of you? Number 3, is your aggressive nature getting you in trouble? And number 4, remember to keep your life in balance. It's so fitting for all you water signs. You know, you definitely probably resonate with all of that, right? Where you just, because you feel things so passionately, you're always moving within the watery emotions, you know, whether, you know, people realize it or not. And so you do need your time alone. You do need that time to regenerate and to balance, you know, all of that tide that keeps coming and going. And I love that, balancing your black and white stripes, right? Right, I'm perfect. And then what we're going to do here, we're going to pull some cards here from the Everyday Tarot, just to get clarification, validation, or new information. And no, you're not going crazy. These cards are small. These cards are very big, and these cards are small. So the contrast, you're like, whoa. And so you're not going crazy. Well, at least not going crazy because of this. All right, Creator, for our water signs, what else do you want them to know for this week, please? Okay. What else? Okay, any others? Okay, yep. Alrighty, so let's get these all set up here. I feel like it's a little tower, which means lightning is coming, right? The tower in tarot is about change, sudden change, which is okay. All right, well, let's start down here. So you got the Eight of Wands, which is about quick change, as I just said. A lot of fiery energy coming in. Wands is, the fire element. So you've got a lot of energy coming your way, a lot of spark coming your way, for new things, for changes, new opportunities. So this really is, and then like I talked about, your messengers, your winged messengers are bringing this to you, for you. And so this big, of course, flood of energy coming with all that fire totally makes sense with all that full moon energy coming. But there's just a lot of excitement, a lot of drive coming to you this week. So feel that and balance that. Yep, Ace of Swords. So this is bringing in new thoughts. Also, it's protection. So you are protected, you are safe. And the swords, this is a new messages, new thoughts, new beliefs, seeing things from a different point of view. So it's an exciting opportunity for you, because it's going to allow you to totally transform a different piece of your life, and you're going to have the bravery and the fire this week of, there's things that finally like you've been kind of in this teetering of, I fear changing this, but and I feel uncomfortable, staying in this situation, but I fear changing it. And so it's like this energy that's coming in is like, and it makes it like, all right, this outweighs my fears. I'm making the action, if that makes sense. And you got the King of Cups. This is you. Here's your tail, all your emotions. The cups are, the water signs. And so this is mastering your life, your emotional life. Smooth sailing in the boat there. What I love about the King of Cups, and it kind of represents for me like Christ energy, Christ consciousness, depending on what your beliefs are. It's the unconditional love, that's coming for you this week. And it also, this king balances the heart with the head. And so when it was talking about, and here about making sure to balance between the two, this is, heart and mind, balancing that, and not, it can be that teetering again, between the two, but it's not like, completely one. It's like just trying to balance it, keep it in balance. And when you realize you're overextending in one, just kind of bring it back, take some deep breaths. If you think you overdid it, which we always do, the pendulum, usually we swing from one to the end. We usually don't go from one end and go, oh, look, balance. It's whoosh, 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 whoosh. And eventually we obtain some sort of balance, right? And the Eight of Swords. So, you have the Eight of Wands here. You got the Eight of Swords, the things that have been making you feel bound and confined and constricted. You're ready to break out of it all. And you realize that all these thoughts that are in here are coming from you. They were gifted to you from the outside, all those shoulds, supposed tos, need tos, have tos that are restricting you and saying this is who you need to be. But this Ace of Swords is allowing you to cut your bounds, and then you're able to escape from those thoughts and those beliefs that are binding you, so that you can feel free and you can move. So 8 is August. So I really feel it's a great message for you. And 8 is also the strength card in the major arcana of tarot. So you have the strength, like it talked about in this card, to make that move now, because of all this energy that's coming in. You've had enough. Yep. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and so this releases you to have new opportunities, new situations that come because you've opened up that restriction. You're no longer, saying, Creator, I want this in my life, but it has to come exactly in here, not out here, exactly in here. And the Creator's like, well, that's going to be very, very, very limited for you, and you're going to have very, very little. If you'll let go of that, I'm going to bring you this huge piece, I'm only going to be able to give you a crumb if that's how, big your mouth, you're opening your mouth. But if you open your mouth wide, I'm going to give you a big piece of cake, and you're like, all right, now I want cake. Okay. Yep. And then you got Page of Cups. So you got Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So that's, new thoughts, new situations coming. And then Page of Cups is new emotions. And, you can look at that as, the living waters that are coming, like we talked about from Aquarius as well. And so it's about communication around emotions coming, but like the Ace, this is about new emotion coming. And the Page kind of, if you look at them like as like younger children, it's this fresh feeling. When we're younger, we feel things so much, but we're also so excited, so imaginative. We feel magical, hyper. Usually, there's so much to see, so much to do, because we see the world without boundaries and limitations, and then we're taught to do this, right? But when we free from this, it's like this, having a tiger in a cage. It was a wild tiger, and then it's been caged, and then finally letting it loose, and it's like it runs, out into the wilderness and freedom, or even more so like a little puppy. You have a little crate during the day while you're at work, and you come home and it's just like you can't wait, and you open the door and it's that's the feeling that comes with this Page of Cups. You're just gonna, when you release yourself from this binding here and make these choices with the sudden change that's coming, you just feel overjoyed. Yep. And perfect ending here. Here's the Star. So this is the Aquarian, which we were talking about, the Aquarian energy. So this brings in the living waters I was totally talking about. So, the Aquarian, this living water goes into your emotions, which is the water, and that also goes over onto land, which is your physical world. So you have a great opportunity with all this beautiful energy that's coming in this week from the Aquarian water barrier. And if you open up to that, shebang, it's going to be a wonderful transitional time for you. You have the fire and the pizzazz. They gave you this tower, which the tower in tarot is about enlightenment, change, the ending of something and the beginning of something new. And it lets us go of these external things that are suppressing us. And so it allows us to see what we want to be able to let fall away. And we can I love the tarot card, the Tower tarot card, because it'll have like this one person jumping out of the tower and one person being blown out of the tower. And we always have that choice. We can take the messages that come, from the other side and from the Creator and from Spirit, and go, hey, there's change coming, you can make that change. Okay. Hey, there's a change coming, you can make that change. Okay. And, still not making it. When we leap from the tower, yay. When we don't leap from the tower and the Creator is like, okay, as we agreed, you wanted this change to happen in your life, and You said that if by this point in my life I haven't chosen it, make it happen. And so they're all zap, and then you get blown out of the tower instead. But it's always happening for you, not to you. So when this comes, the messengers are bringing it for you per your request. So they're not punishing you. You just had said, hey, I know I'm going to be a stubborn human on this planet. So when this time comes, if need be, I give you permission, blast me. So just know that this is a beautiful week coming for you here, full of so much loving energy. So just know every second of every day this week, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And I love you too. Have a fantastic week. We'll talk to you soon. You take care.